Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in today's video we will be recreating another Instagram look. I'm so excited for this. I'm actually thinking of making this like a series on my channel where we sort of vote on Instagram like what looks you guys want to see, and then I will recreate it here. We can make it like a weekly thing. Yeah, let me know if you want to see like a series on this, because I think it's so fun to do, you know, like different looks, turning it up a notch and stuff. So this week you guys chose this look, and I'm actually quite excited for this. I don't think I've done, maybe I have done something similar in the past, but not exactly. So that's what I'm going to try to attempt to do today. Today is also like a very cold, rainy weather. That's why I'm like in a hoodie and like sweatpants. I'm not actually dressed up for the video today. I was thinking like, you know, let's get comfortable and just play with some makeup, because this is my happy place. So if you want to see how I actually create that look, fingers crossed, please keep watching. Okay, so we're gonna start off by picking up my hair. Let's get that out of the way. Gonna do my eyebrows. Also, you guys, when I'm recording this, it's actually thunderstorming outside, so if you hear like thunder in the background, just ignore it. So I'm doing my usual. I'm using the eyebrow pomade from ABH. This is in dark brown. I'm outlining and then filling it in and then brushing it out with a spoolie. I do it on both ends, brushing, and then now I'm going in with the Fenty concealer, Pro Filter Concealer in 340. I actually apply some at the back of my hand, and then I usually just trace the eyebrows just to give it a neater shape. I've tried doing looks without doing this step, and I've noticed that my eyebrows and my eye makeup don't actually look as neat as when I actually do this. So I always try to do this, especially if I'm doing like a full-blown look, or if I'm like heading out the door, going out like for the night. I want like really clean eyebrows. As you can see here, the difference is actually quite, I mean, it does make a difference. I'm doing the exact same on the other side, and then I'm joining the middle and applying a bit of concealer in the middle section. I'm taking my damp blender, and I'm just going to blend out all the concealer that I've put on the lid, just to give it an even base, and then on the top part, just to make blending a bit more easier, especially when I start my foundation, I'm just going to blend out the edges. Okay, so we're going to quickly start on the eye makeup. I'm using my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette for this. I'm taking the dark brown shade and I'm just going to stamp it. I'm going to actually like do a lot of time lapse here, because if I actually sit with the real footage, you guys, it's going to be really long. It took me like an hour and a half to actually do this, so I'm trying to make it like as short as possible. As you can see, I'm just bringing it into the crease and concentrating the color really darkly. Now I'm taking this like a reddish brownish shade, and I'm just buffing out the corners. This is the exact shape that I'm going to do. I'm not going to apply too much in the inner corners because I am going to cut crease later. Now dunking into a bit of a black, because I just want to darken up the brown that we've put on. Always remember, black and white in your palettes, you can actually use that to either lighten a color or deepen it. Now I'm taking a like a clean, not an actual clean, but like a buffing brush, and I'm just going to smoke out the border because I do not want any harsh lines. Now I'm going to cut crease, you guys. I know a lot of you have actually asked me how to do cut creases. I'm taking the same brush with the same concealer, and I'm just going to map out how I want the cut crease to look like. So I'm taking my time with this. I did this extremely slow. I'm just like sort of speed it up here. As you can see, just do it really slow, because you want the line to be as clean as possible. Going back into the palette, I'm taking that very light beige matte shade, and I'm just going to apply it all over the place that we have cut crease, just to set it, because I want the inner corner to be brighter than like the rest of it. I'm just quickly switching off my fan, because you know we're going to take some glitter. I know you can't see it here, but this glitter was a bit like holographic. Okay, so now I'm using my glitter fix. I know I get a lot of questions on this. You can actually get it from Shopee. Just search for like glitter eye fix and you can find it. I'm just taking a very thin brush and sort of drawing the glitter on as like a liner as best as I can. Okay, so now I'm just quickly going to start on the other eye. As you can see, I'm starting off with the brown shade again. I'm going to bring the same into the crease, just doing the exact steps as we did on the other eye, and buffing out the corners, really concentrating it and bringing the colors together, cutting my crease, applying the glitter. How I wish my makeup actually took this fast. Now I'm actually taking the brush and just blending out the lines between the light shade and the darker one, because we don't want any harsh lines. Oops, yep. Now I'm taking a wet wipe, applying a bit of makeup remover because I want to clean up the face and whatever fallout that we have, especially the line, because I'm going to go in with liner and I want to define the line slightly. So I do it on both sides. This is how usually I sort of clean up whatever I do. Now I'm taking the Rimmel Wonder Ink eyeliner. I've been obsessed with this. This is so, it's got a very long tip that allows you to like elongate your eyeliner, which is amazing. I'm doing a wing, like a really exaggerated long wing, which I loved how it actually turned out. I'm doing the exact same on the other eye, starting in the inner corner. This wing actually I started inside thin, and then towards the outside it became a bit thicker. I wanted to give it like a real cat eye, like really nice effect. Now I'm going to go in with concealer. I'm using the Intuit Fibre thing. This concealer is amazing. Even on its own, you guys, it's super lengthening. I think it's called the Lash Xtra Mascara Fibre. Prepping my lashes. I do get a lot of questions on my lashes, you guys. I actually got these from Shopee, so you can always check them out. If you need the link, I will try to link them down below. Applying my lashes on both sides, and I love how eyelashes transform. Look. I love it. Okay, so now starting on the face, I'm taking the Probiotic Soothing Gel Cream. This is from Wako Beauty. This is actually more of a moisturizer, but I used it the other day and I realized that once you put it on, it's slightly sticky, and makeup really goes on really well because it also hydrates the skin and gives you a very sticky base. Amazing, right? So now I'm gonna color correct as per usual, just dotting it, buffing them in. Just want a light wash of color, not too bright. Okay. I was actually watching New Girl, and yeah. I actually forgot to show you guys, I'm actually picked up the Catrice Poreless primer and applying it on all my problem areas, tapping them in. Now I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in Golden Honey. You guys, I found a hack. I'm so excited. Okay, so usually when I do my makeup and when I have like extensions, nail extensions on, my foundation actually gets everywhere, like it stains the nail. And I had this idea, like why not apply it while using like a glove? And that's what I did here. It was so, I mean, it did the job. You will see at the end. So I'm just buffing in my foundation. I'm going to speed this up because we have seen me do this 1,000 times. A few of you have also asked for a video on how to blend the foundation and concealer. I will surely do it coming soon. Now taking my Rimmel Match Perfection concealer in 040, if I'm not mistaken, applying it under the eye. I'm still really obsessed with this concealer. I love how thick it is. I love how pigmented it is. It's really good quality, guys, for such a cheap price. Oh my god, can you hear the thunder? I'm sure you can hear it. Let me show you the difference. Look at the difference, how one side actually looks lifted and the other not. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Applying concealer. You know, you guys, actually for daytime makeup, I don't use this much of concealer and this much of foundation. So this is for nighttime. Please don't use this much of makeup when you are going out in the day, because it would look really not so good. So for night makeup, it's amazing. Now doing the highlighting zone with the same concealer, my chin, my forehead, and then when I get to my nose, I like to pinch the blender slightly and then just bounce it up and down. just to diffuse that out a bit. Now I'm actually using the Laura Mercier setting powder. I didn't manage to show you guys. I think I forgot. This setting powder is the most amazing. The translucent one, most. Setting my smile lines because that's where my foundation cracks always first. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish up the eyes. I'm taking my Rimmel Scandalous eye Kohl liner thing, and I'm gonna line the eyes. I'm doing it a bit more heavy on the outside because I'm gonna take a small brush and sort of just diffuse out the black liner that I've got on. Just diffusing that on both sides. Diffuse, and then I'm actually going to go back into the palette, taking a very small like pencil brush, and I'm taking the brown shade, the one that we applied earlier, and I'm just going to smoke it below the lash line. Just smoking it on both sides. I actually love how the look has turned out so far. It's so pretty. Okay, so in the inner corner, I'm actually just sort of, I don't know how to say. Look, you guys, can you guys see? Imagine all of this in my hand. So for the inner corner earlier, I actually just joined my, like, created like a V shape just to give it like a more like a cat eye effect. Going in with my Sua Mei Contour palette or bronzing palette, I'm bronzing up the face. I love bronzers. I feel it just brings the face back to life. And I'm gonna take myself, usually you guys, I don't bronze my forehead, but I thought, you know, I'm just gonna give it a try, and I loved it. Now taking my BECCA Pop Goes the Glow, it's a mouthful, Pop Goes the Glow palette. It is so pretty. Taking the blush shade Berry, it's one of the prettiest blush I have ever owned, trust me. I got this last year for Christmas, if I'm not mistaken, and I love it. Can you guys see the color is so pretty? It's got this very slight sheen to it, which I love. Now taking the highlighter Truffle. Truffle is such a pretty golden color. Look at that, you guys. Just watch me build it up, and it, oh my god, you should see it in the end. It is so beautiful. I'm actually just highlighting the usual points, you know how much I love highlighters. I think it just brings your face to life. I actually forgot to contour my nose earlier, so I'm quickly going to do that. And highlighting my nose. For the nose, I'm actually using Champagne Pop. So there are actually, if I'm not mistaken, like 4 highlighters in this palette. I'm using Champagne Pop because it's actually quite bright. Now doing my nude lip. So for nude lip, I actually didn't apply too much of the nude lipstick. I wanted it to be a bit slightly brown, so I left a lot of the liner on. Okay guys, we're coming to the end and final step, setting spray using the Maybelline Masterfix. I'm going to spritz it all over and we're done. Guys, so this is the final look. I know I say this like at the end of like most of my videos, but I love how this has turned out. So this was a cut crease. I know a lot of you have been asking me how to do a cut crease. This was a cut crease. I've left the glitter a bit thicker because that was how it was in the picture. It also helped me because I can't get thinner lines with glitter. I'm not sure why, I've tried a lot of times. I also added like the liner just to give it a bit more of a shade. I wanted to do like a darker lip, but I was worried that it would be too much because usually if I do heavy on the eyes, I will just go lighter on the lips. So that's why I did my usual nude, and I love it. I love this highlighter. I've not played with the BECCA palette in such a long time. Fave, can you guys see? So pretty. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This was more of like just a night playing with makeup. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do drop your comments down below, suggestions on what you want to see next. Trust me, I do read them. And yeah, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.